to the weakest link, where any of the 9 people in the studio here today could win up to £20,000. These are amongst some of the newest additions to the DMC neighborhood, but if they want the prize money, they'll have to work as a team. But 8 of them will leave with nothing, as round by round we lose the player voted the weakest link. Let's meet the team.
I'm James Lancaster, and I work as one of the receptionists at the general practice. I first came to the DMC neighborhood in October 2023.
I'm Gemma Generals, and I work as a customer advisor for transport. I first joined the DMC neighborhood in October 2022.
I'm Alfie Puttery, and I work as a restaurant manager. I first joined the DMC neighborhood in January 2024.
I'm Leanne Niles, and I'm a teacher at the DMC Secondary School. I first joined the DMC neighborhood in April 2024.
I'm Patrick Sawyer, and I'm an influencer on YouTube. I first joined the DMC neighborhood in October 2024.
I'm Camila Lancaster, and I'm also a receptionist at the medical practice. I first joined the DMC neighborhood in October 2023.
I'm Oliver Smith, and I'm a news anchor for the DMC News. I first joined the DMC neighborhood in May 2025.
I'm Fiona Hartley, and I'm a co-anchor of the DMC News. I first joined the DMC neighborhood in May 2025.
I'm Gwynfer Nichols, and I'm your local baker. I first joined the DMC neighborhood in February 2024.
Now the rules. In each round, the aim is to answer enough questions correctly to reach your £2,000 target within the time limit. The fastest way is to create a chain of 9 correct answers. Get your question wrong, and you break the chain, and lose all the money in the chain. But, if you say bank before the question is asked, the money is safe. However, you start a new chain from scratch. It's important to wait for your name to be called before you say bank, otherwise the money doesn't count. Remember, at the end of the round, only money that's been banked can be taken forward. In round 1, there are 3 minutes on the clock. We'll start with the person whose name is first alphabetically. That's you, Alfie. Let's play the weakest link. And the first question is for £50. Start the clock. Alfie, in maths, what is the total of 35 and 52?
It's 87.
Correct. Leanne, what is the name of the burger which was introduced into McDonald's in June 2025?
The Big Arch.
Correct. Patrick, look at your screen. Which flavor of crisps is indicated by this packet color?
Cheese and onion.
Salt and vinegar. Camilla, how many octaves does a standard modern piano have?
7.
Correct. Oliver, which book of the Old Testament has the most chapters?
The Book of Psalms.
Correct. Fiona, what is the name of the longest river in the world?
The Nile.
Correct. Gwynfer, what numbering system has the base number of 8?
Octal.
Correct. James, in which part of the UK would you find the uninhabitable island of Mingulay?
Scotland.
Correct. Gemma, which Irish rock group released the album in 2004 titled How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb?
Oasis.
U2. Alfie, in food and drink, which vegetable normally goes with ham in a well-known flavor of soup?
Peas.
Correct. Leanne, in what year was the 2-number digit license number introduced, starting with the number 51?
2001.
Correct. Patrick, in what year did Apple release the very first model of iPhone?
2007.
Correct. Camilla, which series of books celebrated its 70th anniversary in 2025?
Guinness World Records.
Correct. Oliver, the works of which English author includes the titles One Shot and Without Fail?
Lee Child.
Correct. Fiona, which Disney film features the songs A Whole New World and Friend Like Me?
Aladdin.
Correct. Gwynfer, in the board game Yahtzee, how many bonus points are awarded when a player scores 63 points or more in the top tier?
35.
Correct. James, how many platforms are there in the railway station in Kaisus?
2.
1. Gemma, in maths, what is the difference between 150 and 95?
1955.
Correct. Alfie, in what year did ITV first launch in the UK?
1955.
Correct. Leanne, complete the popular saying, to err is human, to forgive.
Divine.
Correct. Patrick, in UK transport, how many ferries can you get when travelling from the Isle of Wight?
5.
Correct. Camilla, what is the primary language sung in the song, O Carry Carriana?
Pass.
Maori. Oliver, how many minutes worth of music can you hold on one standard CD?
100.
Even 80. Oliver. Fiona, if I made 100 calls costing 4.4p. Time's up. I can't complete the question. And after all that work, you managed a pathetic £450. Who needs mummy to help them cross the road? Who can only count to 20 when looking at their bare feet? One of you will leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
In that round, Alfie is the first strongest link, according to the statistics. James is the weakest link, as he lost the most money. But how will the voting go in this early stage of the game?
Okay, voting over. It's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Gemma.
James.
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 Oliver.
James.
Patrick, remind me of what you do.
I'm an influencer on YouTube, and I recently reached 10 million subscribers.
Really? I can just about imagine how your followers will react when they find out that you got your crisp packet colors mixed up.
I can't believe that happened. I'm proper embarrassed by that notion, especially since salt and vinegar is my favorite flavored crisps.
Which makes it all the more fun to discover why James.
It was the question that lost us a lot of money, and it was of a station he should be familiar with.
Camilla, can you remind us where you originally came from?
I was born and raised in New Zealand.
Really now? And you'd never heard of Po Kari Kariana?
Of course I've heard of the Kare Kare Ana, and I've also heard of the Wellerman too. I just completely failed, which was why I passed.
And why are you voting off your husband? I thought couples were supposed to stick by each other.
I wouldn't normally vote for James, unless I had a genuine reason to, and in which case, I genuinely thought he was the weakest link, following the substantial loss of money.
He certainly was. He'd lost the team £600. Well, James, you royally screwed the tub, didn't you?
Oh my goodness. I didn't realize it was that much money I'd lost, and over the question about Kersos. For shame is me.
Well, not only did it cost the team £600, but it has also cost you your place on the team. You were the weakest link. Goodbye.
I'm devastated about being voted off first, but I must say it was well and truly deserved. I can't believe I got the question wrong about Kersos either. I mean, the number of times I've been there since moving to the DMC neighborhood, and still forgetting that it only has the one platform. I'm never going to live this down.
Round 2, and of the £2,000 you could have won, you've got in the kitty just 450. There are 8 of you left. We are now taking 10 seconds off the clock. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round, that's Alfie. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Alfie, how many subscribers are needed on YouTube for a creator to receive a diamond play button for their channel?
1 million.
Even 10 million. Alfie. Leanne? In music, which English rock group had a UK top 10 hit in 2004 with Oh My God?
Pass.
Kaiser Chiefs. Patrick? Which precious gem gives its name to a couple celebrating their 30th anniversary?
Sapphire.
Correct. Camilla? If someone is described as singing flat, are they singing higher or lower than the required note?
Lower.
Correct. Oliver? Which South American country was named after the explorer Simon Bolivar?
Argentina.
Bolivia. Fiona? In American history, in which year did the USA buy Alaska from the Russian Federation?
1967.
1867. Gwynthar? Which video was the first to reach 10 billion views on YouTube in 2022?
Baby Shark Dance.
Correct. Gemma, in which European country would you find the estuary of the River Tagus?
Portugal.
Correct. Alfie, which American singer-actress appeared as the lead actress in the 1985 film Mask?
Shirley Temple?
Wrong. It's Cher. Leanne, how many Chaos Emeralds were there in the original game of Sonic the Hedgehog?
6.
That's correct. Patrick, in US television,
Pass.
which drama series did you just say pass? Camilla, how many colors are there on the flag of South Africa?
5.
6. Wake up guys. Oliver, the flag of which African country is shown on your screen?
Pass.
Kenya. Fiona, if you were dialing the area code of 02382, to which area would you be calling?
Outsmart.
Even Southampton. Fiona. Winfar, what is the name of the piece of software that allows you to organize your notes into a mind map?
Inspiration.
Correct. Gemma, which of
Bank.
these quantities is greater? 330 milliliters or 12 fluid ounces?
12 fluid ounces.
Correct. Alfie, which model of iPhone had introduced a lightning cable as a way to charge it?
iPhone 5.
Correct. Leanne, how many months of the year have exactly 30 days?
4.
Correct. Patrick, prior
Bank.
to the death of Connie Francis in 2025, which of her songs had become viral on TikTok and YouTube?
Pretty Little Baby.
Correct. Camilla, in what year did Darren's Corner officially launch on YouTube?
2023.
Even 2024. Camilla. Oliver, in what year did Apple launch its M series of Mac computers?
2021.
2020. Fiona, if there were 50 discs in a cake. Time's up. I can't complete the question. And you were going downhill nicely, and rather speedily, team. You won just £250 in the trout. Who thinks the I in iPhone stands for idiot? Who thinks a news anchor is used to secure boats to the seabed? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
In that round, Gemma is the strongest link. She answered both her questions correctly and banked £50 for the team. Oliver is the weakest link, but how will the team decide on the voting?
Okay, voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Oliver.
Camila.
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 Alfie.
Camila.
Oliver.
Oliver.
So guys, I don't know about you, but I think I'm heading towards having the worst team ever in the history of me hosting the weakest link. I mean, across the last 2 rounds, you won just £700, and you answered more incorrectly than you did correctly. So, me saying you need to do better would be the biggest understatement of 2025. Alfie, what happened to you in the round?
I'm not sure, Darren. I guess it was a momentary lapse there. I hope I can pick up in the next round.
Right, well let's us hope it passes, sooner rather than later. Why Camilla?
It was the question about Darren's Corner. I mean, the DMC neighborhood may have been preserved, but you still launched the channel in 2024.
I most certainly did. Oliver, remind me of what you do?
I'm a news anchor for your corner news channel.
Oh really now? I'm finding that hard to believe at the moment, especially since you were the worst player in the round. Why did you vote for Camilla?
It was the question about Darren's Corner. I mean, doesn't it state the established year of 2024 on the welcome sign?
No. It most certainly doesn't. It gives the year of 2011, which was the year I launched the channel that was called Dudster Cartoons at the time. Camilla, you were the weakest link. Goodbye.
Well, that was totally deserved. I mean, I should have known when Darren's Corner was launched on YouTube. I guess I got confused with the year Darren introduced James and I to the DMC neighborhood.
Round 3, and you could have won £4,000 by now, but you haven't. In fact, you've won a very unimpressive £700. There are 7 of you left. We're taking another 10 seconds off the clock. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Gemma. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Gemma, in maths, what does an exclamation mark indicate when placed into an equation?
Factorial.
Correct. Alfie, with which English city would you associate with Charles Dickens' Anne is a Bard Kingdom Brunel?
Coventry.
Portsmouth. Leanne, in world history, which part of Australia was once named Van Diemen's Land?
Tasmania.
Correct. Patrick, as of July 2025, how many numbered Now music albums have been released in the UK?
121.
Correct. Oliver, what is the strongest material that can be used for making weapons in Minecraft?
Diamonds.
Netherite. Fiona, if I were to buy 100 shares at 330 pence each, how much would I have spent in total?
£33.
Even £330. Gwynfar, upon entering the railway station of Valley on the Isle of Anglesey, what is the Welsh name shown on its station signs?
A valley?
A Dufferin. Gemma, to what name was the country of Swaziland renamed in 2018?
Eswatini.
Correct. Alfie, which children's TV series about a Peruvian bear celebrated its 50th anniversary in 2025?
Pass.
Paddington. Leanne, in pop music, which Irish group's 1981 UK chart debut hit single was Fire?
U2.
Correct. Patrick, in world history, what year did Hawaii become the 50th state of the USA?
1959.
Correct. Oliver, which 19th century orphan created by Charles Dickens famously asked for more work?
Oliver Twist.
Correct. Fiona, where in the world boasts the highest recorded temperature of around 57 degrees Celsius?
Death Valley.
Correct. Gwynfar, what version number was macOS 10 Tiger when it was released in 2005?
10.4.
Correct. Gemma, which TV program featured Dusty Bin and was based on the Spanish show Uno Dos Tres?
3, 2, 1.
Correct. Alfie, seen as a rival to Barbie, which former Dolline had a boyfriend named Paul?
Rebecca.
Even Cindy. Alfie. Leanne, in road transportation, what brand of car specializes in the brand called DMC?
DeLorean.
Correct. Patrick, in which country of the UK would you find the places of Rill and Banger?
Wales.
Correct. Oliver, prior to the
Bang.
COVID measures of 2020, which English station did Eurostar trains call it en route to France? Time's up. The correct answer was Ashford International. A modest improvement, most certainly from the last round. You won £500. But who could you brainwash with a baby wipe? Who wouldn't be able to find a needle in a needle stack? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
In that round, Patrick is the strongest link. He answered all his questions correctly and banked money for the team. With no correct answers, Alfie is the weakest link. But which way will the voting go?
Okay, voting over. It's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Alfie.
Gwynfar.
Alfie.
Alfie.
Gwynfar.
Alfie.
Alfie.
Gwynfar, how is it going for you so far?
I've made it past round 3, so I'm happy to say I'm improving on my performances compared to my last game.
I see. Why did you vote for Alfie?
I don't remember him getting any of his questions correctly.
Patrick, how's it going for you?
Well, Darren, I feel I need to do a lot better than I have been.
You're humble at least. Why, Alfie?
I distinctly remember him getting all his questions wrong in that round.
He most certainly did. Well, Alfie, who studied in Portsmouth, and who thinks that Charles Dickens was born in Coventry, you have a lot to learn. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Well, that was to be expected. I can't believe I got the question wrong about Charles Dickens. I mean, that was my master's degree's worth of knowledge, and I went and blew it on that question.
Round 4. And your total so far is £1,200. That's as out of potential prize money of £6,000. There are 6 of you left. We are taking another 10 seconds off the clock. You now have only 2.5 minutes. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Patrick. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Patrick, how did soul singer Otis Redding die in 1967?
Car crash.
Plane crash. Oliver, which actress appears with Jarvis Cocker in Pulp's video, Common People?
Pass.
Sadie Frost. Fiona, how many labors were performed by Hercules?
10.
12. Gwynfor, which lay Tempe owns Saltwood Castle in Kent?
Alan Clark.
Correct. Gemma, in which London pub did Ronnie Cray murder George Cornell?
The Blind Beggar.
Correct. Leanne, what date is Trafalgar Day?
The 21st of October.
Correct. Patrick, what is the birthstone for April?
Diamond.
Correct. Oliver, what does E represent in E equals MC square?
Pass.
Energy. Fiona, what note do orchestras typically tune up to?
A.
Correct. Gwynfor, which English cathedral was destroyed by fire in 1666?
St. Paul's.
Correct. Gemma, who shot and killed Billy the Kid in 1881?
Pat Garrett.
Correct. Leanne, what was the first name of Dustin Hoffman's female character in Tootsie?
Dorothy.
Correct. Patrick, which UK store was first to have an escalator installed?
Harrods.
Correct. Oliver, in which year or decade were luncheon vouchers introduced in the UK?
1940s.
1950s or 1955? Fiona, yeoman warders at the Tower of London are commonly known by what other name?
Beefeaters.
Correct. Gwynfor, who invented the revolver?
Samuel Cole.
Correct. Gemma, in which
Bank.
ocean is Ascension Island?
Atlantic.
Correct. Leanne, what is the USA state capital of California?
Sacramento.
Correct. Patrick, in which country was cricketer Ted Dexter born?
Italy.
Correct. Oliver, who was the first English monarch to abdicate?
Richard III.
Richard II. Fiona, at which railway station was the film Brief Encounter made?
Conforth.
Correct. Gwynfor, who
Bank.
was the first British person to walk in space?
Michael Fold.
Correct. Gemma, the Galapagos Islands are a provincial territory of which South American country, 600 miles away on the same... Time's up. I can't complete the question. And another appalling round. Of the £2,000 available to you in the round, you managed to bank just 300. This is going to be hard to decide, but who is sticking out more than a sore thumb? Which of you needs to be receiving their marching orders? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
In that round, according to the statistics, Gwynfor is the strongest link, with no correct answers, and a total loss of £800. Oliver is the weakest link for a second time. But, can he survive another vote?
Okay. Voting over. It's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Oliver.
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 Fiona.
Oliver.
Oliver.
Well, I guess that was pretty unanimous, guys. How's it going for you, Gemma?
It's going alright, but I can't help but feel we could be doing better as a team.
I can tell that is the case. Why did you vote for Oliver?
It all comes down to his wrong answers, losing us a substantial amount of money.
Fiona, why are you voting for your main news anchor? What has he done to upset you?
It was the substantial amount of money he'd lost us during that round that did it for me in the end.
He most certainly did. He cost you guys £800 to be precise. So Oliver, you screwed that one up, didn't you? Have you developed an allergy to baking by any chance?
Of course I haven't, Darren. What makes you say that?
Let's see. Could it be that with your wrong answers and passes, you had lost £800 for the rest of your teammates? I think it was pretty unanimous, don't you? I think with 5 votes, you ought to go. Oliver, you were the weakest link. Goodbye.
Nah, I totally blew it. I mean, I knew I'd lost the team a load of money, but I didn't know that I'd lost them £800. I definitely was the weakest link there, and it was well and truly deserved.
Round 5, and so far you've won just £1,500. That's as out of potential prize money of 8,000, so you're literally teetering above the level that I call absolutely rubbish. There are 5 of you left, another 10 seconds coming off the time. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round, that's Gwynfar. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Gwynfar, what word is the opposite of zenith?
Nadir.
Correct. Gemma, in US geography, the city of New York is located on which river?
Hudson.
Correct. Leanne, which poet wrote the Divine Comedy?
Pass.
Dante. Patrick, what is the flavor of the liqueur amaretto?
Chocolate.
Even almond. Patrick. Fiona, what is the first letter of the Greek alphabet?
Alpha.
Correct. Gwynfar, what is the first name of Paul McCartney's fashion designer daughter?
Pass.
Well banked. Gwynfar, the answer is Stella. Gemma, in language, what word describes a long-winged seabird and a golfing term?
A duck.
Even albatross. Gemma. Leanne, in anatomy, what is the technical term for the kneecap?
Pass.
Patella. Patrick, in the animal kingdom, what type of farm animal is a border Leicester?
Dog.
Sheep. Fiona, in world history, Joan of Arc was also known as the Maid of, where?
Orleans.
Correct. Gwynfar, which character did Dustin Hoffman play in the film Midnight Cowboy?
Ratso.
Correct. Gemma, in UK holidays, in which month of the year is St. David's Day celebrated?
March.
Correct. Leanne, in science, what chemical element has the symbol Kr?
Krypton.
Correct. Patrick, in US films, what color was actor Steve Buscemi in the film Reservoir Dogs?
Black.
Pink. Fiona, in the animal kingdom, what is the young of an otter called?
Whelp.
Correct. Gwynfar, in plants and nature, what color are the flowers on the St. John's wort?
Yellow.
Correct. Gemma, in maths, a shape called an icosahedron is a three-dimensional form with how many faces?
30.
20. Leanne, in UK geography, in which English county would you find Nunney Castle?
Wiltshire.
Somerset. Patrick, which famous sculpture in London is the work of Sir Alfred Gilbert?
Pass.
Eris. Fiona, how many times in succession did Bjorn Borg win the men's tennis singles at Wimbledon? Time's up. The correct answer is 5. And what a round that was, £100. That's all you've won. I hope you're all pleased with yourselves, because I'm certainly not. This is going to be a hard one, but someone here is sinking faster than the Titanic. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
In that round, Gwynfar is the strongest link for a second time, as he banked all the money for the team. With no correct answers, Patrick is the weakest link. But, will the voting reflect reality?
Okay, voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Gwynfar.
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 Patrick.
Fucking hell. I can't believe this has happened again. Patrick.
Now then, normally I would say no swearing in the game, but this time, I'll have to let it slide. Because it has happened again. Gemma, why did you vote for Gwynfar?
I lost track of who answered what incorrectly, but I do remember him passing on the question about Stella McCartney.
Right. Well, Gwynfar was the strongest link, not just in the round, but also in the one before it. He only answered 2 questions incorrectly in the entire game, and he banked £750 of your total. The weakest link in the round was the influencer with the diamond play button. Patrick, why did you vote for Gwynfar?
I genuinely thought you were struggling there. I didn't realize he was the strongest link until you just mentioned it.
Right. Well, Gwynfar, I'm so sorry to have to do this to you, because you were the strongest link in the last round. You were also the strongest player overall. but we have a trio of cowards who want you out of here. Gwynfar, I'm so sorry, but you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Fucking hell. It has just happened again. I think I've lost my faith in being on any more game shows, because the same thing just keeps happening to me, and it is just not fair.
Round 6, and so far you've won £1,600. Of course, had you hit your targets by now, that would be 10,000. There are 4 of you left. We're cutting another 10 seconds from your time, and in your lack of courage, you voted off the strongest link from the last round. We'll start with the second strongest, that's Fiona. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Fiona? The British sportswoman Charlotte Cooper, born in 1870, was famous in which sport?
Cricket.
Tennis? Gemma? Nicholas Breakspere, born in the 12th century, was the first English what?
Cyclist.
Pope. Leanne? Haneda Airport is in which Asian country?
Japan.
Correct. Patrick? Bob Pettit is associated with which sport?
Cricket.
Basketball. Fiona? Rounded to the nearest minute, what is the combined length of Chris Rea's 1989 hit The Road to Hell?
4 minutes.
9 minutes. Gemma? Apiculture is the raising and care of which creatures?
Birds.
Bees. Leanne? In which part of the human body is the organ of Corti?
Your eye.
Your ear. Patrick? Which play by William Shakespeare features the character Ophelia, who appears in the title of a #1 hit of 2025 by singer Taylor Swift?
Othello.
Hamlet. Fiona? Who plays Susan Ilfino in the US TV series Desperate Housewives?
Pass.
Terry Hatcher. Gemma? What was the name of the boat in which English car and speedboat racer Donald Campbell was killed in 1967?
Pass.
Bluebird K7. Leanne? What type of food stuff is a cascable?
Cauliflower.
Chili pepper. Patrick? The Winter War from 1939 to 1940 was a military conflict between Russia and which other country?
Sweden.
Finland. Fiona? Who became president of Germany in June 2010?
Pass.
Christian Wolff. Gemma? A curassow is what type of creature?
A dolphin.
A bird. Leanne? With which long-running children's TV series would you associate Princesses Celestia and Luna?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Even My Little Pony. Leanne. Patrick? What is the capital of Indonesia?
Paris.
Even Jakarta. Patrick. Fiona? What was the name of the camp which was set up in Chile when... Time's up. I can't complete the question. And, having gotten rid of the strongest link from the last round, you only answered one question correctly, and banked absolutely nothing. What a total and utter embarrassment. This is going to be a hard one, but someone sticks out more than a sore thumb. One of you will deservedly leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
As the only person to give a correct answer, Leanne is the strongest link. Everyone else's stats are similar, but Patrick was the only person to lose the team money, making him the weakest link for a second time. But can he survive another vote?
Okay. Voting over. It's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Leanne.
Patrick.
Fiona.
Gemma.
Well. Would you take a look at this? We have a 4-way tie, which was to be expected given the abysmal performance. I need to remind you that you only gave one correct answer in the last round. Fiona, you say your specialist subject was 80s rock music.
Yes, it is. And I especially love Chris Ree's Road to Hell.
Oh really? I would have found that hard to believe, especially when you think that the two parts combine to make a 4-minute song. Part 1 on its own is about 5 minutes. Why did you vote for Gemma?
I don't recall her getting any questions right in that round.
Right. That's as rich coming from the person who also got all her questions wrong as well. Patrick, I take it that you travel around a lot as an influencer.
Of course I do. What makes you say that?
Let's see. It could be the fact that you thought Paris was the capital of Indonesia. Why Fiona?
With 80s rock music being Fiona's specialist subject, she surely set herself down the road to hell.
Oh my goodness. I'm never going to live this down, am I?
You most certainly won't, Fiona. Now Gemma, this is a rather interesting vote. Why did you vote for Leanne?
I mean, come on, Princess Celestia in SpongeBob SquarePants. Whatever has the children's world come into?
Well, when the vote is tied, the strongest link gets to cast the deciding vote. The strongest link was Leanne. Now Leanne, you voted for Patrick, but you can also move to Fiona, or Gemma who's voted for you. What would you like to do?
I'm going to stick with my original vote, because not only was Patrick the weakest link in the last round, but I felt he was the weakest link in this round too.
He most certainly was. Patrick, you were the weakest link. Goodbye.
I must say that although my performance has been particularly terrible over the last couple of rounds, that I really enjoyed myself all the same. I absolutely loved the experience as a whole, and can't wait to share it with the world.
Round 7, and you've won so far £1,600, which is now out of a possible 12,000. There are 3 of you left, and you've now gotten rid of all the men, plus Camilla from New Zealand. We're taking another 10 seconds off the clock. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round, that's Leanne. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Leanne? Astronomer William Herschel announced the discovery of which planet in our solar system in March 1781?
Saturn.
Uranus. Fiona? What is the name of the ship in the novel Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson?
Hispaniola.
Correct. Gemma? Joseph Lyons became Prime Minister of which country in 1932?
Australia.
Correct. Leanne? The Khyber Pass is approximately how many miles long?
33 miles.
Correct. Fiona? The singer Mary O'Brien was better known by what name?
Pass.
Dusty Springfield. Gemma? In British currency slang, how much is a lady worth?
£5.
Correct. Leanne? On an Ordnance Survey map, what does RY stand for?
Railway.
Correct. Fiona? How long is a dog watch at sea?
2 seconds.
2 seconds? Even 2 hours. Fiona? Gemma? In UK transport, which harbour station is not a terminus? Portsmouth, Fishguard or New Haven?
Portsmouth.
New Haven. Leanne? Which US city displays a large sign declaring it the biggest little city in the world?
Pass.
Reno, Nevada. Fiona? Ernest Vincent Wright wrote the 1939 novel Gatsby, containing over 50,000 words, leaving out which letter of the alphabet?
P.
E. Gemma? In the UK, in which year was the voting age lowered from 30 to 21 for women?
1927.
1928. Leanne? In the art of folding paper, also known as origami, what is the most times a piece of paper can be folded in half?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
In the art of folding paper, also known as origami, what is the most times a piece of paper can be folded in half?
5.
7. Fiona? How many goals did... Time's up. I can't complete the question. Well, you did slightly better by answering 5 questions correctly, but still, you won absolutely nothing. And Fiona, your wrong answers cost the team a total of £300. Now, in round 8, you get the chance to triple what you bank, which means in the next round, there's £6,000 to be won. That will of course require you to bank something first. The question is, who are you going to hang on to? Who's least likely to help push this pathetically low balance to as high as you possibly can? Have the nerve and the courage to vote off the weakest link.
With the fewest strong answers, Gemma is the strongest link. Fiona is the weakest link, as she was the only person to have lost the team any money. But, will she survive the final vote?
Okay, voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Fiona.
Gemma.
Gemma.
I just wanted to point out something to you ladies. Having gotten rid of Gwynfar in round 5, you only answered 6 questions correctly, and have banked absolutely nothing. Now I know why you got rid of Gwynfar, because none of you would have stood a chance if you kept him on the team. And now you've only gone and done it again, which confirms in my mind that, not only are you bad, but you're also a bunch of cowards. Fiona, why did you vote for Gemma?
Because I thought we were all just as bad as each other, and couldn't keep track of who did what.
You did worse than either Gemma or Leanne. Fiona, you cost the team £300 with your wrong answers, whereas the other two didn't lose anything at all.
Oh dear, what am I like?
You know exactly what you're like, Fiona. You may not have voted Gwynfar off in round 5, but you voted for Gemma this round. Leanne, why Gemma?
I had to choose someone, and I couldn't vote for myself.
Well, be that as it may, you still voted for the strongest link. Now Gemma, how do you feel about this?
It's really is okay, Darren. I may have been the strongest link in that round, but I still leave here with my head held high, and besides, it also means that you don't have to skip 5 podiums between me and Fiona.
I admire your spirit, Gemma, but sadly, the team have voted you the weakest link. Goodbye.
Well, that has just happened, and one slip-up means I'm here, but not with my pride bruised. I may have been the strongest link in that round, but I still enjoyed my time here all the same, and at least I can end my run on a high.
I just don't get it. I know that you can never tell which way the votes are going to go, and I was promised some justice following my last show, where I was voted off as the strongest link there as well, but maybe some promises can't be kept. I don't blame Darren in the slightest, and although I should be laughing in the face of karma, I can't help but note how Darren must be feeling at the same time.
Oh Gwynfar, am I glad you're still here. I just wanted to apologize for voting for you earlier. You were a much stronger player than I ever was, and still greed got in the way. I guess I was blindsided by your pass on Stella McCartney.
I accept your apology, Gemma, but I just couldn't help but feel down about it. I only answered 2 questions incorrectly, and I banked £750 of the total that was won.
I understand your pain, Gwynfar. Hang on a second, I think I may have an idea, because I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Darren scraps this episode due to how badly we're all doing. You know, ever since you got voted off, we only answered 6 questions correctly, and we've banked absolutely nothing. If anyone is to keep the 2 remaining contestants in place, it would have to be you.
She's absolutely right, my honey lemon drizzle. I came here as quickly as I could, because I had a feeling something was wrong, and I wasn't wrong. What happened, Gemma?
Both me and Gwynfar got voted off when we were the strongest link. I'm not worried about getting voted off myself, it's mainly Gwynfar who I feel sorry for, especially since I'm one of those who voted for him. I'm now off out to see if I can make it right.
I just can't be dealing with this nonsense anymore. You know, this is the 4th time I've had to send the strongest link packing, because the rest of my team have been a bunch of cowards. I've had to do it here twice already, and it hurts me whenever I have to do this. Do I just jack in the rest of this episode, and have Leanne and Fiona go away with £800 each?
No, Darren, you absolutely mustn't. You promised a jackpot of up to £20,000. If you jack it in now, it'll only be out if 14,000. If you're looking for a replacement for the rest of this episode, I have the perfect person for you. Who had been the strongest player overall, with only 2 wrong answers, and banking £750 of the total so far?
You mean me? But Gemma, I've never hosted a game before. What would happen if it all falls apart under my helm?
It won't, Gwynfar. I've seen some of your videos where you hosted a quiz show, and you have been an absolute joy to watch. If anyone else can nail this, it can only be you. I'm sure Darren will agree with me here when I say this, but only a strong person, with both knowledge and heart can take on a task like this. You weren't the strongest link for no reason, Gwynfar, you were the strongest link, because you have the breadth and knowledge that one desires to possess. Of course, we'll give you time to think about it.
You know what? I'll take on the helm, Darren, as you look like you could do with a break. Let's see how Leanne and Fiona would fare while I host the rest of this game.
But Gwynfar, my succulent spicy sausage, Darren's hosted the last 7 rounds, and having you replace him here would throw everyone into turmoil. And some people would think, why is Darren hosting a game show if he can't stand the heat?
That's true actually, my saucy mango chutney. In which case, we'll cheer you on while we're still here, Darren, but I wouldn't want you feeling out of place just because I stepped in for you at the last minute. I appreciate that everyone thought of me, but Darren needs to be the one who finishes what he started.
And then, you can have your own episode of this to host as well, Gwynfar, and then I can give you your own show to host too. How does that sound?
That is sounding like a much better idea, Darren. We'll see you after the show, because I want to treat you and the family to dinner.
Round 8, and you're still on £1,600, which is now out of potential prize money of £14,000. Leanne, Fiona, just the two of you left, and this time, you have only 90 seconds. But, whatever you win in this round will be tripled, and added to make up your final prize money. So, £6,000 is at stake in this round. You voted off the strongest link from the last round, so we'll start with the second strongest, that's Leanne. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. What is the name of the oldest lake in the world?
Lake Superior.
Lake Baikal. Fiona, in the human body, where on the body would you find the orbit?
Your eye.
Correct. Leanne, which nationality is the voice actor Geraint Picard?
His Welsh.
Correct. Fiona, how many rings does the planet Saturn have? 2, 7 or 12?
7.
Correct. Leanne, what type of tree is pictured on the Lebanese flag?
Cedar tree.
Correct. Fiona, how old was Queen Victoria when she died?
81.
Correct. Leanne, how many Tour de France victories do Jacques Campbell, Eddie Merckx, Bernard Hinault, and Miguel Indurain each hold?
5.
Correct. Fiona, British ski jumper Eddie the Eagle first represented Great Britain at the 1987 World Championships. In which country was the championship held?
Germany.
Correct. Leanne, the pitaya fruit is more commonly known by what English name?
Papaya.
Dragon fruit. Fiona, who surpassed Elon Musk as the richest person in the world in 2023 on the Bloomberg Billionaires Index?
Bernard Arnault.
Correct. Leanne, in which mountain range is the source of the River Severn?
Cambrian Mountains.
Correct. Fiona, over 90% of blood plasma is water. True or false?
True.
Correct. Leanne, which New York City pub is considered an important part of the game? Time's up. I can't complete the question. And an impressive round, you only answered 2 questions incorrectly. But you didn't make it to £2,000. You won a still respectable 1,100. We'll triple that, and add it to the winnings from the previous rounds. This gives you final prize money of £4,900. Only one of you can take that away, so you'll now play against each other, head to head. I last call 10 8 questions, best of 5. Whoever answers the most correctly wins. It's as simple as that. If there's a tie after 5, we'll go for sudden death until we have a winner. So, Leanne and Fiona, for £4,900, let's play the weakest link. Fiona, as the strongest link in the last round, you have the choice of who goes first.
I'll go first, please.
Fiona, E equals MC squared, is Einstein's famous formula for what theory?
Special theory of relativity.
That is the correct answer. Leanne, along with Melilla, which other Spanish autonomous city on the north coast of Africa borders Morocco?
Ceuta.
That is the correct answer. Fiona, which actor plays the character Lucas Sinclair in the Netflix series Stranger Things?
Pass.
The correct answer is Caleb McLaughlin. Leanne, celebrity chef Jamie Oliver was born and raised in which British county?
Essex.
That is the correct answer. Fiona, according to Greek mythology, who was the god of fire and blacksmiths?
Hephaestus.
That is the correct answer. Leanne, who wrote the fantasy novel American Gods?
Neil Gaiman.
That is the correct answer. Fiona, in what year did the French Revolution begin?
1789.
That is the correct answer. Leanne, China is the world's largest exporter of rice. True or false?
True.
False. It's India. Fiona, how many stars are on the flag of New Zealand?
4.
That is the correct answer. Leanne, you need to answer this question correctly to remain in the game. What is the term for the husk that surrounds the coffee fruit?
Cascara.
That is the correct answer. And after 5 questions each, your scores are tied. So, we now go into a sudden death situation. The questions will continue in pairs. Fiona, if you answer your question correctly, Leanne will have to answer hers correctly as well, or she will lose. And Fiona, if you get your question wrong, and Leanne answers hers correctly, she will win. So, Fiona, Leanne, for £4,900, let's play sudden death. The Chathrican River, whose name means black, was first discovered by Scottish explorer Mungo Park.
Niger.
That is the correct answer. Leanne, excluding Russia, which country is the most populated in Europe?
Germany.
That is the correct answer. Fiona, who is the only British Prime Minister to have received the Nobel Prize in Literature?
Pass.
The correct answer is Winston Churchill. Leanne, the guitarist of rock band Motley Crue, Robert Allen Deal, is professionally known as what?
Mick Mars.
That is the correct answer. That means, Leanne, you're tonight's strongest link, and you go away with £4,900. Fiona, tough battle, but you leave with nothing. Join us again, for the weakest link. Goodbye.
I'm absolutely thrilled that I made it into the final 2, which was something a lot better than getting voted off first, which was something I was dreading. It has been so much fun, and I can't believe I was able to do this.
I still can't believe I won the weakest link. Someone pinch me. I must be dreaming of this success, and I don't want to wake up yet.